Hey, it's Chris. It's actually a sad day today because one of my favorite gadgets, devices ever has decided to quit working on me. And apparently, I'm not the only one. So I feel like it's worth talking about. And spoiler alert, this video is gonna end with a call to Apple that's gonna decide the fate of my AirPod Pros. So AirPods are a really big deal. They're a big deal in the grand scheme of things because everybody wants them and they're all sold out everywhere still. They're a big deal to Apple because Apple sold $6 billion worth of AirPods last year. And they're a big deal to me of all the different devices that could have broken on me. AirPods would be basically number one or number two of the things that I wouldn't want to break because I love my AirPod Pros. If you're a podcast subscriber, you know I've been talking about what's up with my AirPods Pros, and I just featured them in my Apple Everyday Carry video because they're essential. They literally go with me everywhere. I mean, in the world of headphones and earphones, I like my Beats Solo Pros. In fact, I love them, but they don't fit in my pocket like my AirPods do. Let me tell you what's going on. There's an issue with the sound. So what's happening is I'm hearing a cracking or a popping or kind of a rattling sound. And it sounds, if I had to describe it, kind of like a blown speaker sounds, if you know what that's like, although that's definitely not what's happening here. I hear it whenever I'm listening to any kind of audio, so music, podcasts, audiobooks, movies, anything and everything. I also hear it when there's no audio going, but they're in and I'm just talking, so the talking will make it rattle, and even when I'm not talking, they're just in, I will hear this rattling sound just from moving my head around. And the really weird thing is, it's just the right AirPod. The left one's completely fine. Somebody better call Amnesty International, because this is torture. It's not a loose part internally rattling around. That's not what this is, so put the Sherlock hat away. What it definitely is, though, is a problem with the noise canceling. It rattles in noise canceling mode, and it also rattles in transparency mode, but the rattling is completely gone if I turn off noise canceling altogether. So what I basically have here are AirPods that look like Pros, but actually function like regular AirPods because the main Pro feature is kaput. Now you might be wondering, like, Chris, what did you do to these? What did you do to that right one to mess it all up? And I don't know, I'm sitting here racking my brain. I can't figure it out. As far as I know, I did absolutely nothing to make this rattling start happening. Well, I mean, hold on. One time I did drop one of the AirPods, but it was the left one. That's the one that's not broken. I'm hoping that this isn't a super widespread issue among Apple in general. What I mean by that is, you guys know, if you're a subscriber, I had some issues with my 16-inch MacBook Pro. Had to send it back. It was custom, it was expensive, but it had a problem. Got the replacement, and it works perfectly. I guess that's just kind of how it works with companies and products in general, whether it's Apple or Charmin. Although, how would your Charmin break? I don't know. I don't care to know. Now, here's the big question that I have right now, and this might be your question too if you're thinking about buying these or if you have them and have this issue. And that is it gonna cost me? And if so, how much? Like I said, we're gonna find out in just a second because I'm gonna call Apple. But I see on the AirPods service and repair page that there's no charge if the issue's covered under the 1-year warranty. Otherwise, it would cost $29 to replace one of the AirPods, and that's with Apple Care Plus. Without it, you're looking at $89. Whoa. Now, before we get the call, and just while we're on the subject, I was curious how widespread of an issue this might be or might not be. So I did a little bit of digging just to give you guys an idea in case you're sitting there thinking, well, maybe I shouldn't buy these. How big of an issue is this? As I was digging around, I saw people talking about this exact same thing on the Mac Rumors forum and also on the AirPods community over on Reddit and even on Apple's own support site. So yeah, I mean, it's a thing. I don't know how big of a thing at the moment, but I guess from a buyer's perspective, what really matters moving forward for you is how Apple deals with this situation should it arise with your particular AirPods pair. So let's hop on the phone and see what they say. Oh, well, this is kind of annoying. My AirPod Pros don't show up in the Apple support app. Chris's iPhone, Chris's Apple Watch, Chris's MacBook 2, Chris's iPad, Chris's iPhone, Chris's iPad, Chris's iPad 3, home theater, my Apple TV, another iPad, but not my AirPod Pros. Hello. No, I accidentally rescheduled. Oh no. Hello? I have an AirPod Pro that is like rattling around. Yeah, it's just the one. So even if I'm just talking, even if I'm just moving my head, but they're in. Yes, tried that. No, I didn't get Apple Care. I pair them with everything. So, okay, so you're gonna send out just that one earbud, the right side, and then that'll come, and I'll send back just my defective one, the right earbud, and then you gotta put like a charge on a credit card just to hold it in case for some reason mine doesn't make it back, but it won't actually cost me anything. Is that right? As long as everything goes right. Okay, so cool. So no cost at all. A quick question, is the new one that's getting sent, does that also stay under warranty?
That's not often, but that's why warranties are there, just in case. You never know.
TEKK instead of TECH. Everything's squared away, but as soon as I hit that button, enter in the credit card, then it'll initiate sending the thing back and we'll be good to go. Thanks, you're awesome. All right, bye. Okay, well that call went really well. Here's the deal. So they are gonna chalk this up to a manufacturer's defect. They're gonna assume that it's a manufacturer's defect, but well, here's what's gonna happen. They're gonna send me one replacement right earbud. They're gonna send me a whole replacement pair, but just that one right earbud. I'm gonna send them back my defective one, and they're gonna need to collect some payment information from me, not because I owe anything, but they're gonna put a hold on the credit card in case I try to rip them off, basically. So they wanna make sure I didn't drop it in the toilet or run it over with the car or something. That makes sense, I get it. So all in all, it should take about a week to get the replacement. This is very, very, very good news, although I hate to be that long without the AirPods Pros. So how do I feel like this call went, and am I satisfied? The answer is it went really well. Great customer service. There was no hassle. She started off by asking, should we do some troubleshooting stuff? And I said I already did all the troubleshooting stuff, so we skipped that. And then basically gave her the serial number. She looked it up, saw that it was under warranty, and initiated the replacement. So perfect. So that was a 23-minute call. 23 minutes to get it fixed for free, under warranty, get my AirPods back in ship shape. That's great. That's good customer service. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this video. I got a big smile on my face because this is something that was just bugging the heck out of me. I'm gonna be so excited to get this fixed. I think the person on the phone was surprised at how excited I was. She was like, oh, okay. But yeah, AirPods Pro, it's one of those things, once you've had them, you don't want to be without them. And I'm gonna be without them for about a week. That's how long it's gonna take. But once they're back, oh, it's gonna be ear bliss once again. So thanks for watching. Make sure you're following at Dailytekk, spelled Dailytekk, on Instagram and Twitter and everywhere else. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Later.